Food on Today, sponsored by Irish Yogurts Clonakilty. Try a spoonful of delicious.
We're get fall to Nashgary Clor online now. We have Eunice Power in the kitchen. Eunice, always great to have you. You're
Lovely
looking
to be here.
fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Dahi. I'm kind
Fabulous.
of patriotic looking.
As always.
Seasonal and patriotic.
Yes. So what's on the menu?
So today I'm going to make some delicious French toast. So French toast is hugely popular in our house. It's a great way to get the young ones to eat eggs.
You kind of fooled them into it.
A little bit, a bit of maple syrup. They start off and you get a bit more exotic as you move along. But my son, absolutely, I just have one at home now and he loves French toast in the morning.
He gets French toast in the morning?
He does, yeah.
My God.
It's really quick though, it's a couple of minutes.
But still, like,
I'd
kind of posh, to be fair.
Well, I am a little bit.
Oh, we know you're posh. We know you're posh.
And I'm in here. I'm going to put in 100 mils of milk. Now, obviously, at home, I'd never dream of measuring it. I just, lash it in. And I'm putting in 3 eggs, 3 nice free-range eggs.
Yeah.
Although I have a little admission to make. I forgot the eggs this morning, so we had to run out and get them. Oh, little shell went in there. Oh, my God.
You don't want the shell inside there? Yeah.
No, we don't. Oh.
Is there any good trick of getting the shell out when that happens? Or just
Yeah, there is. Use the other shell to get it out.
Okay.
That's never actually happened to me before. That's
Eunice Power twice in one day.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh, hang on a second. Will the real Eunice Power please stand up?
It'll be a little bit of roughage, okay? And then because this is making this a little bit posher, a little bit nicer, and this is actually a lovely dessert as well. I was in a restaurant recently and they had really posh French toast with some kind of liqueur and plums poached.
What kind of liqueur was it? Was it Tia Marie or something?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I can't remember exactly what it was, but thinking, oh wow, that's one for and they had kind of like
that's
brioche
one for the
bread.
Today Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course I forgot it today.
That's okay.
Anyway, there you go. So I'm popping in my bread. Now, this bread is a day old. So like we all have bits of bread that are day old in the house,
Once it's not blue, is that the rule?
Once it's not blue is the rule in your house.
Yeah. What about other houses?
Yeah, once it's not blue, exactly. And if you buy kind of good quality bread, you'll find that it doesn't go blue quite as quickly.
Okay.
It goes through a process of being dry and hard first of all.
Here's a question. Can it be too fresh? Or does that matter?
It can be too fresh because then you end up with absolute sog and it's awful.
Well, we don't want that.
No,
so you want bread
not.
on the verge?
On the verge. You just want it getting nice and dry. Yeah. Okay, so these are my plums. And again, I'm going to add, not again, but I'm going to add in 100 grams of sugar.
Are they from your own garden, Eunice?
They're not. They're not from my own garden. There's very little in the fruit line from my garden this autumn.
It's probably too late anyway, is it?
It is, yeah. But you know what you can start doing today is planting tulips because we had frost. I don't know about you, but we certainly had frost in Dungarvan.
Yeah, it was very, very cold.
Yeah, and you can plant your tulips once it gets frosty.
Okay. So a bit of vanilla in there as well.
In there.
And sugar.
Yeah, absolutely. Oven turned up to 200. And actually, for anything you're doing, this is a great way to prepare plums. And there are loads of plums. Well, they're not in my garden, they're in the supermarket at the moment. And what happens is we bake them away 20 minutes. They get lovely and puffed up, start to explode, and you get lovely juice.
What temperature?
200.
200,
yeah.
okay.
And great with vanilla ice cream. With anything. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And actually, these are some I did earlier.
Yeah.
So you can see you've got that gorgeous little saucy bit there, okay?
Syrup, look at that,
This
natural syrup.
Yum, yum. Now I'm going to, sorry, that's one of those awful.
That's okay.
That was kind of the chalk on the blackboard noise. Ooh, and there it is again. Sorry. Bad for your nerves today, Dahi.
That's okay.
So I'm putting a tiny bit of butter on the pan. And we don't want the pan too hot because we don't want to burn the butter.
Maura, this is something you have every morning, I'd imagine.
I do. I actually love French toast. I agree. I think it's a really good way of getting, kind of protein into kids' eggs and stuff. Gavin, protein, good. I think we don't eat enough protein. I know I don't.
Yeah, well, it's interesting that you say that because I'm on a weight loss program at the moment. Which is going well enough.
Fair play.
I have a lot to go. But it's funny that we're here, but I've been looking at trying to increase my protein. And so I'm very interested because there's yogurt along with the eggs there. So
David, your wish is our command,
Yeah, I'm just.
We need to get protein into your diet.
I'm so impressed that you included this.
Well, you know what? Anything for you. We said, he sends the menu ahead now, so we have to bring Eunice, and we all kind of Bermuda Triangle around the place and sort it out. But you know what's interesting as well, Eunice, is when you talk about yogurt. Greek yogurt has a lot more protein in it than other yogurt. I didn't realise that until recently.
Yeah, it's amazing because I was just reading about all of this over the weekend. Yeah, Greek yogurt is very, very high. And if you are doing just ordinary type of cheeses and say cottage cheese.
That's right, it's the highest.
Is very, yeah.
And that other one, Quark. Do you remember there was kind of a few years back, everybody seemed to be on the diet with Quark cheese in it. It's the highest, actually, of the protein.
It's all about Clonakilty yogurt here today, though, Maura. We're staying patriotic just to go with Eunice's top.
They have Greek yogurt too. Clonakilty has Greek yogurt.
So we're actually using crème fraîche from Clonakilty. It's their half-fat crème fraîche, and again, a lot of protein in there. And this particular crème fraîche won a Great Taste Award and Blossom Heron Award, which we recently held in
Dingle. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, see, the Kerry crowd are nice, even to the Cork people.
Yeah, they are. They were very kind to them.
So, Eunice, just going back to the bread, you soaked it on either side.
Okay, so I popped it in here. I left it in for about a minute either side. Then I put it on a nice hot pan.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just, on the pan, I'd say it's nearly, is it ready to turn there? We want
a small bit of butter.
Yeah,
Eunice.
small little butter, and want a nice golden colour.
That's the brown.
Yeah.
Sorry, golden.
A golden colour. And then as each side, when I have it nice and golden, then I'm actually going to pop it into the oven for another minute or two to fluff it up.
The pan goes into the oven?
No. I'm going to put them on a tray, and then I'm going to do the next 4.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not questioning you, Eunice.
No, I'm just wondering, sometimes you give me those eyes.
Don't worry, Eunice, he does that to everyone.
Again, I'm going to pop the crème fraîche in here. Now, this is, if you're like Gavin and you're trying to kind of watch your intake, and if you don't want to use fresh cream, crème fraîche is an excellent substitute. And this particular one, because it's very hard to get half-fat crème fraîche, it's a super, and for all kinds of dishes, like it's great for savoury cooking as well. Yeah. But today we're going to put 2 dessert spoons of...
Is the heat very high under that?
Icing sugar. Okay, just a second now. I've one of the warm bare hands. Anyway, the pop. Now, okay. Okay, Dahi, just 1 second. We'll pop this off on here. You're great. I'm glad I have you watching.
Listen,
Dahi, were you always a backseat driver?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, you see, because of social distancing, I can't do anything else, you see, only be the
So
backseat
the
driver.
studio could be burning and we can't step in.
Yeah.
But I can tell you about it, though.
In the past, Dahi used to be a great help to us in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And now we have to do it all ourselves. But anyway, I'm just giving you a great little tip.
God forbid you.
Now, okay? So, I've added 2...
2 spoons.
2 spoons of icing sugar. Always very important to sieve in icing sugar. I'm going to put in a little bit of vanilla essence, but on Christmas Day, what you could do is add in a little bit of brandy into this.
Ooh.
And instead of having brandy butter, you have half-fat crème fraîche.
Brandy.
That sounds lovely.
And it's absolutely beautiful. It's so light.
Any brandy around here?
I think
No.
I think they hit it.
Windowline.
Yeah.
That's
Windowline, yeah. Doesn't quite do the same thing.
No.
So I'm going to turn these around here.
Yeah.
And
the brandy's a nice trick now for Christmas, Eunice, isn't it? For the
lovely.
adults, of course.
It's an absolute. It's lovely, and it's so light, and it's lovely with pudding. In fact, I cooked pudding at home the other day, and I had my first Christmas pudding, and it was absolutely lovely.
Okay, Eunice, how long will they go in for, and at what temperature?
Okay. Do you know what? I left them in at 180 for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I didn't leave it too long, okay?
Define a couple now, because people will be saying,
I say
a couple
about,
for me is 2, a couple for me is 4.
nearly for as long as they took to cook for about 5 minutes. And if you can see, they've kind of plumped up there a little bit.
Thank you.
Anyway, I had plum pudding the other day, and actually I had the Clonakilty half-fresh yogurt with it. It was delicious. But it's so nice when you have it before Christmas because you're not after a big meal, and it's delish.
I love these plums.
Okay.
Plums look lovely and juicy.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you another little bit of
The juice.
juice
the
on there. And then we're going to put in a little dollop of our lovely vanilla cream.
This is healthy for you, really, when you really think about it. You have
Well, absolutely it is.
you have the crème fraîche, and you have at least 1 of your 5 a day.
Yeah,
And
there
with
you
this
go.
protein inside there.
And you've the eggs. Like, it's really,
Yeah.
really healthy.
Yeah, this is-
And then if you wanted to change it around a little bit, you could, add different fruits, and you could have a bit of bacon in the mornings or whatever, but there you go.
There's silence-
Delish, Eunice, delish.
There's silence from the other side, I was just going to say.
Gavin, what do you feel?
Well, what you see, you can talk about what you put into food, right?
Yes.
But if you are trying to watch your calorie intake, the food you take should taste as brilliant as this.
I agree.
Because it's just, Eunice, it's fantastic.
Isn't it? And the plums, the way you
Thank
do the
Gavin.
plums, Eunice.
Yeah, I actually agree with Gavin. Like, it should be worth it, shouldn't it? You know, when you're trying to, and you know, there's time comes
The
to me all
crème fraîche is a lovely balance to them, to the fruit as well.
Yeah, and
to the bread.
yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Doc.
Really,
you're,
really
full of,
nice.
you're full of compliments today.
As I always am. Eunice, thank you very much. Always great to have you.
It's my pleasure.
RTE.ie/food for the recipe. Avoida.
Gur míle ahoi.
Sponsored by Irish Yogurt's Clonakilty. Try a spoonful of delicious.